Today we're gonna have a Getting Our Lives Together masterclass. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I want to share 3 tips to successful life and how to achieve your goals. So let's get straight into it. Tip number 1, write your goals. I know, cliche, everyone talks about it. Think of it that way. When you're going to the supermarket without a list of groceries, you can get lost and you can get stuff that you don't really need. The purpose of writing this list is to shift our focus into what we actually want and need in our lives. There's a difference from being in the supermarket with a list of groceries and without a list of groceries. When you're going with a list of groceries, you're focused. You know exactly where to go, to which aisle, to which shelf, and what item to grab. You didn't waste any time walking around and browsing through the supermarket and thinking to yourself, what should I get? I don't know. With a list, you are focused. You know exactly what you want and what you need. Which brings me to the second tip. My second tip is creating a roadmap. So I need to sort of take my goal and reverse engineer it. What are my steps reversed from this specific goal? So let's say your goal is to become a content creator. Okay, what is the roadmap to becoming a content creator? First of all, you need to understand social media. Second of all, you need to have a camera. You need something, some device to record in. It doesn't have to be a digital camera, it can be your phone. You need to feel comfortable speaking to the camera. I wasn't very comfortable speaking to the camera a year ago. So this past year, I was filming random videos on TikTok just to feel comfortable in front of the camera. So now when I'm speaking to you guys, I feel natural, I don't feel nervous, I don't shy from the camera. It feels like I'm talking to a friend. So this is a skill that's very important to master if you want to be a content creator. Let's move on to the third tip. Execution, which actually means action. Guys, I have spent so many years planning, getting prepared, strategizing. I was stalling and masking it as productive planning, preparation, strategy. But in fact, I was procrastinating and I was stalling because I had inner fears, and I still have them, you know, like fears don't just go away. You just need to face them every day. But yeah, I had fears of failure, of feeling embarrassed, or, you know, wasting my time, or even though I am afraid, I have this fear inside of me, like I can't do nothing about it. I have the choice of facing it or surrender to it. So what am I gonna do? Am I gonna just surrender to it and be like, okay, you know what? These thoughts, they're true. I'm just gonna leave everything. I'm not gonna even try, because like the voice in my brain telling me that it's not gonna work out, I'm not worth it, no one's gonna watch me, no one's gonna do anything about it. So like, I believe it. On the other hand, there's another option, because you know, polarity. So if on one hand I decide to surrender because I believe 100% whatever my brain is telling me, on the other hand I am being skeptical. And by being skeptical, I'm going to question my brain's statements. So if my brain is telling me, you can't do that, you're not skilled enough, you don't have enough knowledge, people are not going to listen to you. How do you know that? What evidence has brought you to this conclusion? There is something beautiful about challenging your own beliefs, about challenging your own statements. So when your brain is telling you, you can't do that, ask it, why? Why do you say that? Have we tried it already? And even if you tried it and you failed, you discover that you can still do it again, because failure does not mean stopping. Failure means you're learning something that you didn't know before. So if I open a YouTube channel and it fails, you know, I post videos for 2 years, I try my best and nothing works. I can either say, okay, I'm quitting YouTube. It's clear that I'm not doing it right, so I'm gonna quit. Or, on the contrary, I can say, well, maybe the quality of my videos can be improved. Maybe the topics I'm talking about can be improved. Maybe the audience doesn't understand what I want from them, so I need to change some things up. It doesn't mean I'm going to quit completely. It means that I'm stopping, I'm evaluating what's going on, and I'm deciding what can I improve, where can I improve, how can I improve. I'm able to decide if I'm going to the right, if I'm going to the left, or if I'm going forward. It's completely okay to stop, evaluate, and move forward. So execution means taking action. So we have a goal. We know we want to be something. We want to do something. We have a goal for this year, for this month, for the next 5 years. We have the goal and we have the path. It can be a straight path, it can be a, curved path, it doesn't matter. Whatever path you choose. We then need to take action. What is the first thing I can do? Because in the roadmap, this is why it's so important to do the roadmap from the last, like from the closest action to the goal, to the farthest one. And the farthest one from the goal is where you need to start. Okay? Because if you try to skip the roadmap, if you try to skip all the steps and get to the action, to the place closest to your goal, guess what? It's going to just probably are gonna miss some very crucial and important skills. And you might feel like an imposter. So it's very important to go through the roadmap that you see for yourself. It doesn't have to be like a traditional one that ChatGPT has written to you. Also consult with people online in forums, meet people in conventions and ask them how did they get to their goal. If you meet someone who reached your goal, you can ask them how they did that. You're not alone, so you can use other people's advice, you can use their tips. I always loved talking to older people and understanding what are their regrets, like what are they regret doing or not doing in their lives. And most of them used to tell me they regret not taking action, not doing, not taking the leap of faith and just trying to chase their dreams or do what they want to do. Write your goals, write the roadmap, and take action. You can do this. I believe in you. This is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.